It lifts.
Thank you. You're not a bare naked lady.
And now the moment you've been waiting for.
Oh, my speech? Wait, I didn't know I was giving a speech.
A real dream come true. I'd like to thank you all for being a part of today. It's been a really remarkable, magic experience. No needless Disney reference implied. But over the course of the last 13 years, I've had the privilege of meeting many, many other musicians who are themselves young adult survivors given grim prognoses, but who just challenge the status quo and just continue to plug on and write music. And one of them I met probably almost 4 or 5 years ago was a guy named Kevin Hearn, who at the time was diagnosed with chronic myelogenous leukemia 10 years ago, actually, I believe, this season. But back before Dr. Brandon Hayes-Lattin's acclaimed statements about how far we've come, he had the transplant, he went through hell. And he is one of the founding members of the Bare Naked Ladies, and I reached out to him. He was very happy to donate one of his songs to one of my organization's benefit cities, which features musicians that are young adult survivors. And I asked him as a favor, as a lark, a while ago, what can we do to get you to come to New York? And he's like, anything. So we decided to throw a huge conference. And it's my honor and privilege to have him here tonight to perform for you. And I know the word's already leaked out, but you know, when Kevin told his fellow band members that he was coming down to do this, they were like, can we come? I was like, gee, I don't know, do we want the entire Bare Naked Ladies band here tonight? So, without further ado, Kevin Hearn.
Hi everybody, it's a real pleasure to be here with you all tonight. I'll bring the other fellows out eventually if they're good. Poem if I could. This one is called Gifts. John shaved my head on his back deck yesterday. Dr. Jeff inserted a long sharp needle into my hip to take a sample of bone. He looked at me and said, boy, it's been a long time since I did this. My dad bought me a carving knife for my birthday. Not the greatest gift to unsheath and present to someone who is lying confined in a hospital bed. My dad brought me to the hospital last week. My hands were so small compared to his, I felt like a little boy. He said he will be with me through this whole thing. My sister came by this morning with a chocolate bar and 2 bottles of apple juice. Then Ralph came by. That was a surprise. He advised me to not put pressure on myself, to not worry about being creative throughout this experience. I did anyways. Minnie, the night nurse, last night hung a bag of morphine on my IV pole. She did it so gracefully, as if she were watering a plant. In the morning, I received Zoenda's letter with her little pencil stick men drawings all over the envelope. Tim Vesley sent me a copy of his new song, a sunny song about love. It made me feel good. Tyler brought me a picture of himself as a young boy. Wow, he had a giant afro back then. My mom and I shared a laugh when the DJ on the radio announced that the strange piece of music we had been listening to was titled The Ballet of the Unhatched Chicks. Liz massaged my hands and neck while Minnie taped plastic on my chest, covering my Hickman line. Today I had my transplant. The summer sun is beaming, filling up my room. I just ate half of a pancake with maple syrup, and those 3 little L's on the Rice Krispie package somehow cheered me up a little. My brother Sean is in a bed next to me, his blood being pumped into my body. Jonathan is in the next room. He had asked to meet me. When we met, he asked for my autograph. We were both bald, skinny, half naked in blue gowns. It seemed silly. I woke up tonight, and a group of people I did not know were sitting in silence in my room. They had accidentally come in and sat down in the wrong dark hospital room. When I stirred, they realized this. Talk about awkward silence. They left very quickly. Jono sent me Van Gogh's ear. I flung it against the wall. It stuck, just like it said it would on the package. My blood count was 1.9 today. Dr. David says I'll probably go home on Thursday or Friday. My dad, sitting next to me, said, "Kevin, we're all here to help you get through this. And you know why? Because you're a good shit. And if there's one thing people like in this world, it's a good shit." There's another one called Happy Birthday. Happy birthday. Today, I vomited up 2 bowls of blood, my mouth swollen and burning. July 3rd, 1998, 29 years old. That's one birthday I'll never forget. Happy birthday. Here's a bag of blood. Happy birthday. Who lit these candles in my mouth? Happy birthday. Here's your very own volumetric infusion pump. Happy birthday. Here's some platelets, plasma, hemoglobin. Happy birthday. Gravol, magnesium, tacrolimus. Happy birthday. Xylocaine, methyltrexate, cyclosporin, Maxirum, Benadryl, Ativan, Lorazepam, synthetic pot, prednisone, morphine, 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 morphine. Happy birthday. You're bald as a newborn baby. Happy birthday. Lie down. Sit up. Stand up. Happy birthday. Take a deep breath. Happy birthday. Swallow this. Happy birthday. Piss in this. Happy birthday. Suck on this. Ice chips and suction. Happy birthday. We're giving you your life back.